Today we will be recreating LeBron James's best buzzer beaters throughout his career.
Old shot in the corner.
Classic Cleveland. I'm feeling.
One dribble between the legs, step back.
Bang.
LeBron to win the game. He does!
Mopi hasn't seen the plays and he's gonna be the defender for each one of them.
Alright, boys. Oh, is this a dance?
Versus Brooklyn.
Oh, floater.
Running floater.
Going to work. LeBron James. Hooks. Got it! He did it!
Hey. Oh my God! That's not. LeBron for game! Whoa!
That was a little awk there.
Right, back left. Off 1 foot. Oh! Cross-court pass, fade away at the free throw line.
Yo.
Off
Off
the
his left foot?
Yeah, there's only 1 second on the clock, boys. Okay. So you gotta shoot it quick.
Here's LeBron James. Catch, fire, ball game!
Oh, yes!
Hope he's flopping like little.
Gotta be quicker than that, mate. Drink some water! Alright, my last attempt. I can't let LeBron down. He's a fellow team. Oh my God!
Step back fadeaway. We have to all net that, dude.
That's over.
Same arena. Too.
Over Iggy, right? Yeah.
Let somebody else beat you. Henry on the way. He got
I gotta hit my first shot. Come on. LeBron! Oh my God! LeBron James!
Steroids.
Okay, full court inbound pass, one dribble, fade away off the glass.
Out of bounds. Out of bounds.
We have to do a full court inbound, one dribble, fade away out of bounds. Contested half. Off the glass.
Good freaking love.
LeBron and got it!
All right.
That is so hard, bro.
All right, timer's activated, boys.
Let's go!
I told you, timer activated.
Kevin Love. That one was Lebron James right there. Okay, cuts off the inbound, two dribbles, three.
Left, Cleveland triggers in. James, 2 seconds, 1 second for the win!
And we are back. We got kicked out of the gym. Our time ran out, but we still have some more LeBron James buzzer beaters to recreate. So let's do it. Chris is not with us today, but that's okay.
LeBron versus the Bulls when he was on Cleveland. Catches it in the corner, shoots, 1.5 seconds left. Over to his out of bounds underneath. Catches it in the corner.
He runs towards the corner. Dude, so his momentum is going out of bounds.
James for the win! It's gone! LeBron James at the buzzer!
Wait, my foot movements were so off. Oh my God! There it is. Hey! versus the Magic. 1 second left. Top of the key three. All right, Mopi's gonna have to play defense like this guy because this dude played honestly amazing defense.
Rashard Lewis playing off the ball. Lewis gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes!
High key, you gotta try these shots yourself. They're harder than they look. Sending the Raptors into extinction. LeBron James. Driving on the left, floater.
Off the backboard.
Look how high he gets, bro. You gotta try to get really high.
Throws up the floater. Good.
LeBron's got some weird moves, bro. Oh! You gotta play like you're in the finals. Game speed. No! Thank you guys so much for watching. Click the subscribe button right here. Check out the last 2 videos popping up. Everyone's links in the description. Thank you guys so much. Keep enjoying Jessermas and peace.